Marnie. Good evening, everybody. This is Brenda Renier from Chalk and Talk at Renier's Coach House. It's Thursday evening, and I'm finishing up my project from last night. So I want to show you how I'm going to do that, and then I've got a couple more projects in the works to show everybody. Hi, Denise. So Doug had cut out these little pieces of wood for me, and I made them into a set of pumpkins, and so this stands. So right now I'm finishing out finishing it off. So I'm putting the stems on. Hello, Jody and Sharon. So I'm putting the stems on, and then I'm going to put raffia and the leaves on. So I already had these sticks in my stash. I have a sack full of sticks that I had pre-cut that I used for snowmen. So I was able to swipe a couple, so I didn't have to go outside and dig for any sticks. Hi, Marcia. Another beautiful day in Kansas. Gosh, it just feels like Indian summer or something. I mean, it warms up a little bit, but today actually it was overcast and cloudy, and so it was just beautiful. I hung out on the deck most of the day today. I'm working on a training at my farm on Saturday, so I felt like I was back at teaching school. I was getting my lesson plans ready, so that's what I was doing. Hi, Angela. So actually, thinking back to school days, because I was a PE teacher, there wasn't a lot of lesson plans. It was more like, let's go play. So that's my favorite things. Let's just go play. All right, so I'm using wood glue to, now here we go, the lid back on. All right, so there is that so far. And then I've got some ivy I'm going to attach with some hot glue. And then I'm going to use raffia. And I'm not sure, I actually have black raffia, so I'm going to make a bow with black raffia. So let me see if I think some of them might need 2 leaves. Let me see if I think there's some different sizes of leaves on this ivy I've got too. So I'm going to cut that out. How's everybody doing today? So I'm going to use my hot glue, which I had this plugged in. I mean, I loved it. Hanging out on the deck. It was overcast. It was great. I could have hot tea. I love hot tea. I joined, actually, there's a hot tea called Sipsby, I think. SIPSBY. And every single month I get this tea in the mail. And it's a sampling of all different types of tea. And I love it. It's very fun. Hey, Jody Fox. So I'm just placing these leaves kind of randomly, and then I'm going to do the raffia bow. And then I'm going to show you, I'm working on a scarecrow project too. I'm attaching these leaves first. Kind of randomly. I think I want another, let's see what else I got here. Want some bigger leaves, I think. We're down, hi Debbie, hi Carolyn. We're down to the last week in July. Gee willikers. Doesn't seem right. Guess I'm going to use this one. Thinking, alright, this one needs to be on the playing around with my leaves. Well, hello, Michelle. So I did this last night. So I'm just finishing it. So we're making a cute fall sign for fall, obviously. Cute little pumpkins. Alright, I got my leaves attached. Now I'm going to get some of this black raffia and make little bows. And I had this in my stash of stuff. And I'll decide here what hi Anita, decide, I think I need to split this up a little bit and use just a little bit less, and then figure out if I want to do, got plenty. This reminds me of the days when I spent most of my days creating. I would set a goal and I would, you know, tell myself, okay, you have to create this X amount of dollars worth of product, because that was my income. And then I used to make these scarecrows. And working with raffia is reminding me of those days when I was working with those scarecrows, making the hair out of the raffia. Oh, I like this. This is going to be really cute. So I'm thinking I need to trim this down a bit. So I know you guys aren't seeing this, so just hang on. I want my bow to be a little bit smaller. And I'm going to trim it up. That was another thing. I used to save, I would trim this raffia and then save the scraps because I would make so many scarecrows for the hair. I'm throwing it away. Throwing this away. I can't wait. This is really looking cute, guys. Alright, I have 3 more to do and then you're going to get to see this. But I'm loving this. I thought I'd just put this pile of that. I want it to get to be about the same amount of raffia for each one. You see a lot, if you go into any of the stores, you're going to see a lot of black and white plaid. And so that's why I chose to do the white pumpkins with black. It's going to look great with there's buffalo plaid pumpkins that are really cute. A lot of things that have beads in them, and so I'll have to show you. I've got the cutest black and white beads that I could display with this. I'm thinking this is so cute. I probably could use this. Let me see at this. I'm trying. Nope, I'm just going to throw it away. My garden is doing great. Tons of tomatoes are coming on, cucumbers, tons of peppers. Our pear tree, we've got two different types of pear trees. We've got a purple pear, and then just the regular pears will be ready later on, closer to the end of August. And apples, all kinds of fun things coming in my garden. Zucchini. So my favorite, one of my favorite ways to do zucchini is fried. Of course, fried is not the best for you. I do grilled, but I fixed some for Doug tonight. I slice it really thin, and then I dip it in egg, and then I smash up crackers, and I do like a townhouse cracker because they're kind of buttery. And then I put freshly grated Parmesan cheese in with my crushed up crackers, and I use a bit of hot pepper. I have a grinder, and pepper. Just so good. I could just eat a pan of those for supper. They're so good. They are delicious. I've made them twice now. Doug wasn't home the first time I made them. They make a mess. They are delicious. They make a big mess. Hey, Rachel. So, just so you know, I will have your gift coming soon, or let you pick it. I've got a training on Saturday, so I've been swamped with that. So just wanted you to know. All right, I'm really liking this. But the zucchini is just delicious. Delicious. Well, I mean, you know, how could it not be delicious fried in butter, right? Oh my gosh. I think I can save these two guys. All right, one more, and then you guys are going to get to see this. This is a very simple project. Very, very simple. Doug, we cut 4 different sizes, or he cut 4 different sizes of blocks. And then I painted them with like a chalk paint, distressed them, and then put my letters on, and then he screwed them together so that they stand like that. So let's get this last bow on here. I like this a lot. All right, I'll get this raffia. I'm telling you, it is a messy thing to work with. When I was making my scarecrows, I would have like the biggest mess every time. But I'm going to save this here because I'm going to need it for my scarecrow when I do that. But let you guys see this. This is so cute. Look! Isn't this cute? So I can display that with my buffalo plaid. I have some gray and white buffalo plaid. But I am all about there's so many fun things. Look at these cute little beads. Won't these beads be cute? Thanks, guys. Won't these beads be cute to hang out with that somehow? And then I picked up this. This would be adorable hanging out somewhere with this, arranged somehow. But I just think my little pumpkins are adorable. Very simple and easy. Love them. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much. Okay, I'm going to show you my next project that I'm starting. Set my little pumpkins to the side. So I'm creating another fall porch sign, and he's going to be a scarecrow. The measurements on the little wood blocks, I'll let you know here after I'm done. So I'm going to turn this into a porch sign, and he's going to be a scarecrow. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to him, because I'm going to create a fall sign. And my goal is I just need to play with this. So where are my little okay, here's my letters. So I'm going to take the same letters that I used for my pumpkins, and I'm going to put fall on here. So I'm going to put fall. I want them fairly close, but I want to chalk this sunflower on a different board and cut it out and put it on the bottom of this board. That's what I want to do. So let me see how big this is going to be. I've used the sunflower before. To me, sunflowers just remind me of the fall. So if I put this sunflower at the bottom, I think that will be really cute down here, and then I can do fall, and then my face, my scarecrow is going to be adorable. He's just going to be adorable. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to chalk my sunflower on this board here so that Doug can cut that out for me, and then I'll chalk fall on here, and then I will not do the whole, this will be a two-part series of building this guy. So I'm going to wax my wood so that my transfer does not stick. And I also need to wax my porch board. So this is just plywood. I think it's like 3/4 inch plywood that Doug has cut for me. And he uses his table saw to make these grooves. I think it's like an 1/8 of an inch that he does a setting or something on the table saw to run that groove to make it look like it's a fence post. I don't want wax in the groove. I just think it looks really nice when you wax too. I used to go to the thrift store a lot more often than I do now, and I would collect overalls because I would make so many scarecrows. We would have lots of scarecrows around the farm that I had made. So I'll end up, I'll put the word fall here, put my sunflower, and then my face will actually end up being hand painted. But this guy will have raffia for hair. All right, I got my board prepped. that's ready to go. And let's chalk. I'm going to chalk my sunflower. Oh, I know I'm going to need this. Alright, so let's do this part first. Gotta get my paste out. Anybody has any questions, let me know. I think I want to do pesto. It's one of our new colors. I love pesto, so we're going to use pesto and marigold, and then I need to bring in some brown to do the shading on my sunflower. I need my fuzzing cloth. I have not used this leaf yet, so I need to fuzz my leaf. Hi, Terry. What do you seal? Outside projects, Missy? I use a product called Zinnser. It's Zinnser, and you can get Zinnser on Amazon, and I believe Home Depot has Zinnser. Well, I know it does. So I'm just fuzzing this because I have not used this portion of this transfer. Can't remember what did oh, I know what I did. I did the sunflower on a welcome sign. Just a couple of them. Oops, I guess I gotta center this because I'm gonna put this portion on right on top of it. Yep. Get this down. Good and tight. Use my fingers to get the air bubbles out. Use pesto. Hello, Terry. And Allison, thanks for tuning in. So, I just want to share something with everyone. So, something new with Chalk Couture. Twice a year, they are going to be bringing back retired transfers, a few select retired transfers, twice a year. And so August 1st will be the first time that Chalk Couture has done that. And so there will be 5 transfers that will be made available to us. So customers, you'll be able to purchase those on my website, and we won't know until August 1st. So I think, they gave us times when they were going to do that, but apparently as designers we get to know an hour before, they post them on our websites what those are. So August 1st, I will be letting you know, so you'll have to stay tuned. As soon as I find out, I will be posting, and then I will order for people if they want. Or actually, you should just go to my website and order them, but because we as designers, we are only allowed to purchase 5 of each design, so that there's so that we don't, everybody that wants some can get some, basically is what that means. All right, so I've got the pesto leaves. That's going to be cute. I have my tub of water sitting here so I can wash my transfer. So I need to dry this. And then I can do my sunflower, and then we'll do the fall portion of the scarecrow. Somebody the other day asked me, our squeegees, I love squeegees. You could never have too many squeegees, but they are reusable. She didn't know that they could be reused. So now, a tip on layering. So this sunflower has 2 pieces, and anytime you go to layer, the most intricate, or the part that has the most design is going to be what you use second. So I'm going to chalk this first, and then I'll come back over the top and add this layer with all the details. The piece that has the most details will be your second spot, or your second transfer. Yes, that Make-A-Wishes, isn't that a beautiful transfer? Actually, that transfer, the one that you ordered, Missy, is different than the one that they had originally. So it's a little bit different, which I love the one that's available now. I absolutely love it. So now I'm going to place this so that it looks like so that it looks like it's right on that stem. And oops, just looking at it a little bit, I think that's where I want it. So I'm going to use 2 colors on this sunflower to shade it. I think anytime you can shade something, it just adds depth to your project, and I'll be doing what we call an ombre technique. So right now I'm getting my transfer down good and tight. And I like to use this squeegee to help with that seal. I'm so excited about the weekend. I've got close to 40 women showing up to my farm. Some are arriving tomorrow. So my good friend Tarina, she will be flying in from California tomorrow. And a few Kansas City ladies will be coming along with a couple of gals from Texas tomorrow. So we'll have a fun time tomorrow night before the training on Saturday. I just love it. It's so fun. So if you join my team twice a year, we have fun events at my farm. So we are, I'm doing training so that they can learn how to build their business. And then we're having an art contest. We're doing a create and take. I've got food catered. It's going to be amazing food. Hi, Sage. I know. Yes, Anita, so just expect it. We do it twice a year, and we just have a great time. All right, so let me stir up my paste. So I've got the create and take ready to go. We have prizes. This is the first time we've ever done an art contest during one of my trainings. So that's going to be fun. They're going to be excited about the prizes. I'm not telling, hey Sage, how are you? I'm not telling what's going to be given away yet because it's a surprise. One of these days I'm going to get Sage Roberts to my farm. Maybe she can come for a training sometime. It is so much fun. But so the lady that I'm having cater everything, she's one of my favorite in the area. So we're having freshly baked croissants with either shrimp salad or chicken salad, veggies, fruit, dessert, of course. It's going to be fun. So for the gals that are coming tomorrow, we're doing a little barbecue. And it's been so nice out. We're hoping to have a little campfire and roast some s'mores. Alright, I got that how I want it. Doug and I we did the campfire the other night. It was really fun. But I didn't want s'mores, I wanted popcorn. So I made popcorn in the house. and took that out, and I ate popcorn by the campfire. It was so fun. All right, so I need to get a plan of my attack here. So I'm going to do the yellow first. So we're going to do the yellow on the edges, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to add the brown towards the center, and then I'll be doing a little bit of ombre to blend those so that I don't have just, it'll blend a lot better the way I'm going to do this. So I'm trying to think of all the different desserts there was going to be 3 different types of desserts. It's going to be delicious. All right, just getting that spread around here. I need to grab another squeegee to do the brown. So then I'm going to come back with this brown and then carefully add it this way before I start smearing this together. So I'm just budding that brown right up to that yellow, and so now what I'm going to do, if you'll notice, this brown is a 2-ounce jar. So this would have been back when I very first started, when they had chalk paste in 2-ounce jars. So I wet my finger, and then I'm just going to come and I'm going to start blending this because I don't want it to be in a distinct line where that yellow and the brown meet up. So this is what creates really pretty shading. I think I'll continue that just around the bottom here as well. You guys can see what I'm doing, I hope. All right, I think I got it exactly the way I want it. All right, let's see what we got. Whoops. So what happens sometimes is if this paste starts to dry, you can go back and wet it if you've got your transfer down. So that worked great. I had this happen the other night with this, so I just have to go back. I was taking too long. It's really hot, kind of warm down here. I'm telling you, chalk paste isn't the greatest flavor I've ever tasted. Good thing it's non-toxic. But this works well to do it this way. You know what would have helped too? I think if my if I would have added a little bit more paste, a little bit more water, or if I would have added water, I think this would have helped with this. But I just keep tasting. Ugh. Oh, look at that one. That one didn't even want to even come through. I was taking so long. Well, I have the fan blowing too. So that is not smart to have your fan blowing. It's causing me problems. I may have to, oh, this is working. Yep. You guys see what I'm doing? Just getting that paste good and wet. It's working well. because I'm able to put it back down exactly where it was. All right, that looks great. That worked really well, but you guys see what I was doing there? I was able to wet that and it worked well. Otherwise, there was areas of that sunflower where that yellow was coming completely up. So now I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to wax this flower before I put that second layer on. The other night I did this and I did not, I wasn't live, but I did not wax after this layer, and it just pulled. It pulled up my first layer. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and wax as soon as I get this dry. Alright, so I'm going to grab my wax. I haven't seen, I know, croissants, fresh made croissants. This girl, I'm telling you, this lady is the best. I haven't been reading your notes, or your messages, sorry. Hi, Monique. Hi, Monique. I want to welcome Monique to my team. She just joined today. I'm so excited to have her. She's in Georgia. All right, so I'm waxing over this flower because I don't want this second layer to pull up my paste. So I'm doing a light wax over this. Make sure I get the whole thing. And then I'm going to actually go back over this. I'm going to heat it up. I'm going to use my hairdryer and heat this a little bit to take off. I kind of just going to heat it up. Oh, my phone is telling me low battery. So I actually have my plug here. So let's plug my phone in so I don't lose you guys. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, so I have that waxed. Because if I didn't wax, I know this layer would pull up the first layer, because I had it happen. I had it happen the other day when I tried to do this in a hurry. So closing back up my paste, I'm adding a little bit of water. It's going to prolong the life of my paste. And stir it up a little bit. And then actually I'm going to go back and then add just a little bit more. You'll learn very quickly how much moisture your paste needs. But let's go ahead and, I don't need the yellow anymore, so I'm going to close that back up. But what I'm going to do for this second layer is I'm going to bring in some black with this brown. So then I will look at this transfer and see how I need to line it up. So there we go. It's like a piece of a puzzle. So I line it back up to fit this first layer. So then I'll just lay this right over where I had my first one. And it actually covers up everything that I just did, so you can't see it. So I'm carefully getting those air bubbles out and creating that seal. I'm not going to press it really hard because I don't want that to pull up. And so I'm actually going to turn my fan off. Because I don't want this drying faster than I want. I'm trying to think about this a little bit. All right, I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put the brown in the center. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of black on the edge. It just adds a little bit of shading and depth by adding that second color. So I'm going to get a bigger squeegee. And I'm going to come over almost the whole thing and add a little black to the edges. You guys see what I did? It just added a little bit of black, and then I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the yellow to create a little bit of ombre, I think. All right, I'm lifting it up. Oh my gosh, that turned out fabulous. Oh, it just makes me happy. All right, putting this in the water, and then I'll let you guys see that a little better up close. But it worked exactly the way I wanted. It worked perfectly. You guys can see that? Isn't that great? So then I will have Doug cut this out with the scroll saw, and then this little sunflower is going to be placed at the bottom. He's going to be placed right here at the bottom of my scarecrow. Isn't that going to be cute? Thanks, guys. Thank you. So now I'm going to close up this paste, and then I'm going to show you where I'm going to put the word fall on the body of this scarecrow. But I like the way that sunflower turned out. That turned out great. I need to get these in the water. If you guys have questions about what I did, thanks, guys. Yes, Kathy, I sure did. Hi, Jen. Yes, waxing between layers really is very helpful, and I think just some surfaces are just pickier than others. So, and I just know that this wood can kind of be that way. So now what I need to do is kind of give myself a reference. I'm going to mark here on the side of my board because I know that my sunflower is going to come up that high, and that way I know, I can see my mark. Then I can know how my letters, how far I have to do my letters. So it was going to be here, so L, L, A, F. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to work my way up this way. That's what I'm going to do. So now, I think what I'll use is our custard. I think I'm going to use custard on this. So I'm going to use custard for the letters. I know I need water in this guy. Get it stirred up. Thanks, Jody. I think he's going to be cute. So tonight what I'll do is I'll put these letters on, and then I'll have Doug cut out my sunflower, and then part 2 will be creating the face and adding the raffia and his hat. Okay, so where was my line? I think it was right here. You see what I'm doing? So I've got my letters centered, and last night I used these same letters to create my little pumpkin. My pumpkin set. So if you're tuning in late, I'll show you that when I get this done. My little pumpkins turned out great. So when I go to use this L for the second time, I will use I'll show you what I do. Get my colors out of the way. I'm hoping that I don't have to wash this letter to use it again. And stick this on here and use a paper towel to get it down good and tight, and hopefully this will work. It worked great last night. And then come back and just add my paste. That worked great. Worked great, great, great. So I'll dry that. 2 more letters and this part will be done. Thank you guys. So what I love this font. All of these letters are available individual. These are A-size transfers, and all of our A-size transfers retail for $9.99 each. So I'm looking at this, and I want it to be about the same distance as my L. And getting my air bubbles out. That. It's gonna be cute. Dry that, add my F, and that sunflower is going to be so cute on this little guy. And I'm lining these letters up just by centering them side to side. And I'm just eyeballing it. And it's working really well. Whoops. Get this down, get the air bubbles out, and get this last letter on. This is going to be great. So here is the start of my fun scarecrow. So he's going to have a hat. He'll have his little face. I've got a nose cut out. The sunflower will go on the bottom. So you'll have to stay tuned for part 2 of this. So for those of you that were tuning in later, this is what I just finished up from last night's project. And I just love it. Isn't that a fun project? Another super simple project with the same letters. Great way to create fall projects. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you would like and share my page, I would appreciate you helping me build my business, and appreciate you stopping by. Stay tuned. Thank you, Sherry. Stay tuned for part 2 of finishing up my little fall scarecrow porch sign. Hi, Debbie. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I don't know if I'll get it tomorrow since my team is arriving tomorrow, so it may be Sunday or so. Anyway. Thank you, Sandra. I think my pumpkins are pretty darn cute, too. I love them. All right, have a great evening, everybody. Appreciate you all. Bye.